Anyone can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in the seed. The story of Good Shepherd includes many people, but really it's the Lord's story. In June of 1978, Good Shepherd started meeting in Loveland High School. Then in June of '79, on 13 acres, ground was broken, time was given, and the building began to take shape. From the beginning, Good Shepherd Church was formed, in large part by our heart for missions. Despite some of the challenges of those early years, and of course there were challenges, even in the midst of leadership changes, the Lord was clear that Good Shepherd was His church and it was here to stay.
As the Lord would have it, an initial 2-year commitment turned into 41. Over the course of those many years, families came, ministries were started, and generations took root. Staying at Good Shepherd, although at times not easy, was a calling that could not go unanswered. We needed to sow a field on which the next generation could build a church that would be here to stay. A mark of Good Shepherd has always been a deep grounding in God's Word. Every week, as people have come in and out of these doors, hearts have been tended to and seeds have been scattered throughout the world. On any given day, marriages are blessed, losses are mourned, and new life is celebrated. From the Christmas programs to serving our city, mission trips abroad, to faithful friends, our church has experienced it all. This plan and purpose, although executed by imperfect people, has been grounded in God's Word and His vision for Good Shepherd. It's been worth investing in. It's clear that the Lord's story for Good Shepherd through the years has been one that is here to stay.
It's a true act of faith to sow a seed, to release something from your hand, to let it go, and to wait. It might be months before any signs of life or fruit appear, but after years, it just might produce a harvest 100 times the size of the first seed. Right now we're experiencing a sweet harvest that we did not plant. But like an apple, a harvest doesn't happen overnight. Years of faithful cultivation, a legacy of generous living, all leading to fruit sown in another time. Which all begs the question, what do we do with the fruit? The temptation is to enjoy it while we have it, to sit back and relax and reap the benefits of the hard work. But that's not what the Lord has planned for His people. We're called to give what we have received, to let it go. Stewardship really is that simple. It's the act of returning a blessing that has been extended, offering back what God has placed in our hand. An open hand removes the urgency of harvest from right now. Instead, it's simply a beginning. Who knows what God could produce with such a small act of faith? After all,
anyone can count the seeds in an apple, but only God can count the apples in a seed.